Today we are going to discuss to start the operation of SCR. It is clear? Operation of SCR or modes of operation of SCR. Okay. What is the full form of SCR? Silicon controlled rectifier. What is the full form of SCR? Silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, please remember this is the heart of the power electronic circuit. Silicon controlled device is a heart for the power electronic circuit. It is clear. Without this device, there is no power electronic circuit. Okay, without silicon controlled rectifier, subject is not there. Okay, the subject power electronic is started with the SCR device. Okay, means what we can say here, silicon control rectifier is a heart for the power electronic subject as well as in electrical engineering also. Okay, this is a very main important device in electrical engineering as well as for power electronic subject also. Okay, that's why what we can say here, mostly silicon controlled rectifier device is a heart for the power electronic. Okay, heart for the power electronic. Okay, see here, we know that the diode allows electric current in one direction only and it blocks electric current in another direction. Okay, everybody knows. Okay, everybody knows. Okay, the diode will allow the flow of current in only one direction from anode to cathode only. It is clear, from anode to cathode only. But it will block the current in reverse direction, that is from cathode to anode. Okay, everybody knows. Okay, the diode is the unidirectional device. Okay, it will allow the current from anode to cathode only. It will not allow the current from cathode to anode. It is clear. And in other words, the diodes converts AC current into the DC current. Okay, this unique behavior of the diodes makes it is possible to build the different types of rectifiers such as off wave rectifiers, okay, full wave rectifiers or full wave bridge rectifier and so on etc, or three phase rectifiers also. Okay, this unique behavior, okay, this unique behavior of the diodes, okay, can make it possible to build the different types of rectifiers. Okay, such as rectifiers that is off wave, where may be full wave, or where may be a full wave bridge rectifier, or whether it may be a three phase bridge rectifiers. It is clear, where it may be a three phase bridge rectifier for converting the AC into DC. It is clear, for converting the AC into DC. Rectifier means it is rectified from AC to DC. It is clear. Then off wave, full wave and bridge rectifiers uses normal PN junction diodes. Okay, normal PN junction diodes. Okay, two layer diodes, also can called as a two layer diodes. Okay, so if the voltage applied to these diodes is high enough, then the diodes may get destroyed. So the rectifiers cannot operate at high voltages. So what I would like to say here, the diodes can convert from AC into DC. Okay, it can be rectifying, but it cannot rectify the power from AC into DC with a high voltages, because the diode will be operated at a normal voltage levels. If the high amount of voltage is applied to the rectifier, then uh, whatever the rectifier is having the diodes, all the diodes may damages. Okay, because the diodes cannot operate at high voltages. It is clear. And one more drawback is there in the diodes. Okay, it cannot be control the power at the output side. Okay, one more drawback is there of the diode, it cannot control the power at the output side of the rectifier. It is clear. So what we can say here, whatever we can build the rectifier by using the diodes, whatever we can build the by using the diodes, okay, this rectifier can convert from AC into DC, and all the devices in the rectifier will operate with the low voltage levels only. It is clear. Okay, all the devices cannot operate at high voltage levels at the same time. At the same time, the diodes cannot be control the power. Okay, because the diode is a uncontrolled device. Because the diode is a uncontrolled device. Okay, due to these two drawbacks, due to these two drawbacks, the scientists, okay, have developed the special type of rectifier device, special type of device, that is a silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, can also be called as a thyristors. Okay, known as silicon controlled rectifier. These rectifiers can withstand at a high voltages. These rectifiers can withstand at high voltages. Why they have given name for this device silicon controlled rectifier? Okay, they invented the new device. They invented the new device, and it is a controlled device, and it can be operated as a rectifier. Okay, it can be convert AC into DC. At the same time, it can also control the power. Okay, at the same time, it can also control the power. That's why they have given the name for device is silicon, because the silicon material is used for making this device. It is clear. Okay, that's why they have put the silicon, and it is a controllable device, and it can operate as a rectifier. And it can operate as a rectifier. That's why they have given name for device is silicon controlled rectifier. Silicon controlled rectifier. It is clear. It can operate as a rectifier, and it can be control the power. Okay, and it is made by the silicon material. It is made by the silicon material. That's why they have given name for this device is silicon control rectifier. Okay, silicon control rectifier. Next, silicon control definition. Okay, already we have seen in the, I think, second lecture, construction of the thyristor or SCR. Okay, silicon control is a three-terminal, four-layer semiconductor current control device. Silicon control rectifier is a three-terminal and four-layer semiconductor current control device. It's a very, very important point for your online examination, or for your gate examination. Okay, SR is a current control device or voltage control device. It's a very, very important question for your gate examination. Please remember, SR is a current control device. SR is a current control device. But in the case of MOSFET or IGBT, they are the voltage control devices. But BJT is also BJT is current control device. It's a very, very important points. Please remember, SCR is a current control device, and it is having three terminals and four layer device. Okay, so simply what we can say here, SCR can also be called as a three terminal four layer device. Three terminal four layer device. There is a three terminal means anode, okay, cathode and gate. Three terminals. What are the three terminals? Anode, cathode and gate. It is clear. And four layer means P is the one layer, and N is the second layer, and another P is the third layer, and last one N layer is the fourth layer. It is the four layer device. PNPN. Okay, P is made with one material, and N type layer is the made with the another type of material. Means two different materials are connected or attached together. Okay, then when the two different materials are attached together, then the junction will be formed in that place. Then junction will be formed in that place. Okay, here the P material and N material were attached. Here the one junction is formed, and again here N material and P material is attached, and another junction is formed, and again P material and N material is attached here, either, and one more junction is formed. Okay, total how many junctions are formed here? Three junction. Here one junction, second and third junction. Okay, so what we can call as a junction J1, J2 and J3. Junction J1, J2 and J3. It is clear. And the gate terminal is attached with the inner P layer. Okay, the gate terminal is always attached with the inner P layer. Okay, in the SCR. Okay, SCR is having three terminals, anode and cathode. Anode terminal is attached with the outer P layer, and cathode terminal is connected to the outer N layer, and gate terminal is connected to the inner P layer. Okay, inner P layer. Please remember all of you. It's very important points. Okay, clear. Next, it is having three junctions, junction J1, J2 and J3. The junction will be formed where the two different types of materials are connected together. Then that places the junction will be formed. It is clear. So simply what we can say here, SR is a three-terminal device, anode, cathode and gate. Okay, and it is having four layers, P and PN. Okay, and having three junctions, the junction J1, J2 and J3. Okay, the junction J1, J2 and J3. It is clear. Next, silicon control rectifier is also sometimes referred to as a SCR diode or four-layer diode. Okay, it is very rare condition because sometimes can also be called as a SCR diode or four-layer diode. Okay, but mostly we will say SCR or thyristor. Okay, next, it is made up of silicon material which control the high power and converts AC current to DC rectification. Hence, it's named as a silicon control rectifier. Okay, hence it's named as a silicon control rectifier. Already we have told previous. Okay, silicon control rectifier is a unidirectional current controlling device. It is also unidirectional. Okay, the SCR will allow the current from anode to cathode only. SCR will allow the current from anode to cathode only. SCR will allow the current from anode to cathode only. Okay, it will not allow the current from cathode to anode. रिवर्स में करंट अलाउ नहीं करते हैं. It is clear. The SCR will not allow the current from cathode to anode. Only the SCR will allow the current from anode to cathode. It is clear. That's why the silicon control rectifier is a unidirectional current control device. Okay, the silicon control rectifier is a unidirectional current control device, just like a normal PN junction diode. It allows electric current in only one direction and blocks electric current in another direction. Okay, it will allows current in only anode to cathode and it will blocks the current from cathode to anode. It is clear. Next, a normal PN junction diode is made of two semiconductor layers, namely P-type and N-type material. Okay, however, SCR diode is made of four semiconductor layers of alternating P and N-type materials. Okay, obviously we have discussed already. Okay, it is clear. Next, the principle of PN-PN switching. The principle of PN-PN switching means SCR. It is clear. It is made by the P and PN material. Clear, and was developed by the Tannebaum and Goldie Moll, okay, and Holenk of Bell Laboratories in 1956. These are the scientist names. Okay, Tannebaum, Goldie, Moll, and Holenk of Bell Laboratories in 1956. It is clear. The silicon control rectifier was developed by a team of power engineers led by Gordon Hall and commercialized by Frank W. Bill Goods Willer in 1957. Means its prototype was introduced in the 1957 by the GC company. GC company. This is the team of the power engineers. Okay, these scientists were found that where we can use this device. It is clear. In the early days of this device development, it is often referred by the named like SCR and control rectifier. However, nowadays this device is often referred to by a thyristors. Means what we can say here, SCR can also be sometimes can also be called as a thyristor. Okay, thyristor can also be called sometimes can also be called as a SCR. So you don't get any confusion. A thyristor is not a different device and SCR is not a different device. It is clear thyristor and SCR both are same. But what here remember, in thyristor family number of devices are there. Okay, SCR, TRIAC, SITH and so on etc, laser and so on etc. Okay, SCR is also one of the main important device in the thyristor family. But mostly, what we can say, SCR can also be called as a thyristor. So don't get any confusion between the SCR and thyristors. Mostly we are saying the SCR is also called as the thyristor is also called as the SCR. It is clear. Okay, otherwise Otherwise, we will mention the name of the particular device. Otherwise, we will mention the name of the particular device. It is clear? Silicon control rectifier are used in the power control applications such as power delivered to electric motors, relay controls, or induction heating elements where the power delivered has to be controlled. Means what we can say here, silicon control rectifiers or thyristor are used in the power control applications because it's a controlling device. Okay, because it is a controlling device. Okay, wherever we require the controlled power, okay, then that places we can use the silicon control rectifiers or thyristors. Okay, next this is the symbol of the silicon control rectifier. Okay, already we have shown in the previous lecture. It is having three terminals, anode, cathode and gate, and this is the symbol of the SCR. This is the symbol of the thyristor or SCR. Okay, please all of you note down symbol of the SCR or symbol of the thyristors. It is clear? This is the heart of the power electronic. This is the heart of the power electronics. Okay, are you getting the my voice, please? It's audible. It's audible, please. Anyone? Please, anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Concept is clear now. Is there any problem? Okay. Modes of operation of SCR. Okay, it's a very important topic for your theory examination. Okay, what are the what is the operating and principle of SCR, or what are the modes of operation of SCR? It is clear what is the operating and principle of SCR, or what are the modes of operation of SCR? What is the meaning of this statement? Means SCR will operate in how many modes? In how many modes the SCR will be operates? Clear? In how many modes the SCR will be operates? Generally, the SCR will be operates in three modes. Okay, reverse blocking mode. SCR will be operates in three modes. Okay, reverse blocking mode, forward blocking mode, and forward conducting mode based on the biasing condition. Biasing means, for example, if we take the diode, if the anode is applied to the positive terminal of the supply and cathode is connected to the negative terminal of the supply, then what we can say, the diode comes to the forward bias condition. It is clear? In case same diode is connected to the cathode terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the supply, and anode terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the supply, means reverse voltage is applied across the diodes. So what we can say, the diode is in the reverse bias condition. Like this same way here also, depends upon the biasing condition, the SCR will operates in three modes. Okay, first one is the reverse blocking mode, and second one is the forward blocking mode, and third one is the forward conducting mode. It is clear? It's a very important point. You have to remember in how many modes SCR will you operates. Directly you have to give the answer. The SCR will be operates in three modes. First one the reverse blocking mode, and second one the forward blocking mode, and third one is the forward conducting mode or on state. It is clear? First two are the off states and third one is the on state. It is clear? RBM, FBM, FCM, RBM, FBM and FCM. RBM means reverse blocking mode, and FBM means forward blocking mode, and FCM means forward conducting mode. It is clear? Reverse blocking mode, forward blocking mode and forward conducting mode. The SCR will be operating in these three modes. Clear? First one. So when it will goes into the reverse blocking mode of operation, when the SCR will goes into this mode, when the SCR will goes into the this mode, I think you observe this by seeing this diagram. Okay, you can easily understand. Okay, P terminal means outer P layer. The anode terminal is connected to the outer P layer, and the cathode terminal is connected to the outer N layer, and the gate terminal is connected to the inner P layer. It is clear? These are the three terminals. And here we have given the supply. Okay, one battery is connected. Okay, this negative terminals of this battery or supply is connected to the anode. It is clear? Means what I would like to say here, anode is connected to the negative terminals of the supply and cathode is connected to the positive terminals of the supply. Cathode is connected to the positive terminals of the supply and gate is connected to the no supply. Okay, there is no voltage is applied to the gate circuit. It is clear, gate is not getting any supply. Simply gate is act as a open switch. Simply gate is act as a open switch. There is no voltage is applied to the gate in reverse blocking mode. Okay, then what will happening here, when the anode is connected to the negative terminals of the supply and the cathode is connected to the positive terminals of the supply, then what will happening in this the SCR will goes into the reverse blocking mode. Why we are saying that how the SCR will goes into the reverse blocking mode during this condition, when the negative terminal of the supply is connected to the anode and when the positive terminal of the supply is connected to the cathode, then what will happening, the junction J1 and J3 will comes into the reverse bias condition and the junction will comes into the forward bias condition. It is clear, the junction J1 and J3 will comes into the reverse bias condition and junction J2 will comes into the forward bias condition. So how we can say junction J1 and J3 is the reverse bias condition and junction J2 the forward bias condition. So any condition is there for forward bias condition and reverse bias condition. Simply you have to remember with respect to this junction, okay, with respect to this junction, the P should be connected to the positive and N should be connected to the negative, then this junction comes into the forward bias condition. Okay, with respect to this junction, P should be connected to the positive and N should be connected to the negative, then this junction is comes into the forward bias condition. It is clear, then this junction is comes into the forward bias condition. But here with respect to this junction, the P is connected to the negative and N is connected to the positive side. Okay, with respect to this junction, P is connected to the negative and N is connected to the positive side. So what we can say, obviously this junction is goes into the reverse bias condition. It is clear. Next, how the junction J2 is the forward bias condition. With respect to this junction, N is connected to the negative side and P is connected to the positive side. N is connected to the negative side and P is connected to the positive side. So obviously this junction is goes into the forward bias condition. Okay, obviously the junction goes into the forward bias condition. Next, when junction J3, with respect to junction J3, the P type is connected to the negative side and N type material is connected to the positive side. It is clear. Again, I will say here that with respect to this junction J3, P type material is connected to the negative terminals of the supply and N type material of this SCR is connected to the positive terminal of the supply. Then obviously this junction is goes into the forward bias condition, sorry, reverse bias condition. It is clear, P is connected to the negative, N is connected to the positive, but forward bias condition के लिए P should be connected to the positive side, N should be connected to the negative side. Okay, but here the P is connected to the negative side and N is connected to the positive side. So obviously the junction J3 comes into the reverse bias condition. So here in reverse blocking mode, the junction J1 and J3 is reverse bias condition and junction J2 is the forward bias condition. The junction J1 and J3 is the reverse bias and junction J2 is the forward bias. It's a very important point. In reverse blocking mode, what will be the behavior of the junction J1, J2 and J3? Simply you have to give the answer. The junction J1 and J3 is the reverse bias condition, junction J2 is the forward bias condition. Okay, in reverse blocking mode of operation. It is clear. So due to this, then what will happening? Okay, obviously the current should be flow from positive to negative. It is clear, this is the fundamental, positive to negative flow na chahiye current. But here the junction will block the current, and the junction J1 is also blocks the current. The junction J3 will block the current because it is in reverse bias condition. Okay, and junction J1 is also blocks the current. Okay, reverse bias condition means it will block the flow of current. Okay, means some electric field will be present at this junction. Some electric field will be present at this junction, means there is no flow of electrons at junction J1 and J3. There is no flow of electrons at junction J1 and J3, means there is no diffusion, there is no doping at junction J1 and J3. Some amount of electric field is present at junction J1 and J3. Due to this, then what will happening? It will block the flow of current at junction J1 and J3. It will block the flow of current junction J1 and J3. It is clear? If this junction J3 and J1 will block the current, then what will happening? So obviously there is no current is flowing from cathode to anode. Obviously there is no chance to flow the current from cathode to anode. It is clear? Obviously there is no chance to flow the current from cathode to anode. Means what we can say, in reverse blocking mode, okay, the SCR is operates as a open switch. SCR is operates as a open switch. But here, which voltage is applied across the SCR? This is the SCR. Cathode is connected to the positive and anode is connected to the negative. So reverse voltage is applied across this switch. Okay, this is a switch. Okay, reverse voltage is applied across this switch and no current is flowing through the device. It is clear? So what we can say, it will act as an open switch and voltage is present across the switch. Which voltage is present? Reverse voltage, because here we have applied the reverse voltage is applied across the switch and no current is flowing through the device. It is clear, because it will act as a open switch. So what we can see here, reverse voltage is present, so obviously the reverse voltage is present here. And this y axis में क्या लिया अपन, what we have taken the parameter in the y axis current, and what we have taken the parameter in the x axis voltage, anode voltage. It is clear? But which voltage is applied across the switch? Reverse voltage. Okay, that's why reverse voltage is present across the switch. Slowly the reverse voltage is going to increase, but no current is flowing through device. करंट जीरो होना चाहिए ना यहाँ पे, बट यहाँ पे स्मॉल मैग्नीट्यूड दिखाया अपन, दैट इज इन रिवर्स ब्लॉकिंग मोड ऑफ ऑपरेशन current is not flowing, but small amount of leakage current is flowing through the device. That current can be called as a reverse leakage current. That is very very small. Okay, the magnitude of this current is very very small. Okay, whatever the current is flowing through the device in reverse blocking mode, this current is called as a reverse leakage current. Okay, that is very very small. That's why the magnitude of this current is very very small. Current magnitude increase हुआ का नहीं. It is clear? By increasing the voltage, okay, small leakage current is flowing through the device. Okay, and voltage is constant, but sorry, voltage is increasing but current is constant. That is very very small. This current is called as a reverse leakage current. Okay. Next, by increasing the voltage again and again, or by increasing the reverse voltage across the switch more and more, then what will happening, at a one particular voltage level, the breakdown will be occurs. Breakdown will be occurs means the thyristor will start conducting from cathode to anode. It is clear? By applying the more voltage, by increasing the voltage slowly, then what will happening, at one particular voltage levels, the breakdown will be occurs. When the breakdown will be occur, then what will happening, the reverse current is flowing through the device. That is, the magnitude of the current will be increased. Okay, it will act as a closed switch. It will act as a closed switch. Clear? And the voltage become a zero across the switch. Okay, the voltage will become a constant and the current is increased. Okay, the voltage is constant. This is the magnitude of the voltage, and the current is increased like this. It is clear? But it should not be happen like this. Reverse blocking mode में thyristor should never conduct. Okay, the reverse blocking mode में thyristor conduct नहीं होना चाहिए, because thyristor is going to be damaged if the reverse voltage is applied and it will be increased more and more. The thyristor start to conduct in reverse direction. Okay, then what will happening, this reverse voltage increase more and more, the thyristor is going to be damaged. It should not be happen like this. Okay, it should not be happen like this. Okay, this is the simple reverse blocking mode of operation, that is the off state. Simply remember, in reverse blocking mode, reverse voltage is applied across the thyristor or SCR and no voltage is applied to the gate circuit. Okay, due to this condition, then what will happen? The junction J1 and J3 is the reverse bias condition and junction J2 is the forward bias condition. And third point is the due to this junction J1 and J3 reverse bias condition, it will block the current. Okay, it will block the current, means there is no chance to flow the current from cathode to anode. It is clear, but small amount of leakage current is flowing through this device. This leakage current is represented like this. Okay, this leakage current is represented like this. Okay, by increasing the reverse voltage across the space more and more at a particular voltage level, breakdown will be occur. Okay, when the breakdown is occur, the current is starts to start the flow from cathode to anode. But if the current is flows from cathode to anode, then there is a chance to damage the thyristor. It should not be happen like this. It is clear, it's not a safe of operation. Okay, when the breakdown is occurs, at which voltage levels the breakdown is occurs, that voltage is called as a reverse breakdown voltage. At which voltage levels the breakdown is occurs, that voltage can be called as a reverse breakdown voltage. Please remember this point. Okay, this is the forward blocking region, sorry, reverse blocking region. Okay, this current is called as a reverse leakage current. And at which voltage levels the breakdown is occurs, that voltage can be called as a reverse breakdown voltage. So please, I will take the attendance one minute. Are you getting the concept, please? Anyone, please? Are you getting the concept?
Yes, sir.